Guys, so today I'm gonna do a book review video, and it's not even day outside, it's night, so I'm gonna do this really quick. I have 7 book reviews. Now I did try to make it like a themed book review video where the first 3 books I read were like English or related to England stuff, but as you're gonna see, the rest of them do not go with the theme. So I'm gonna start out with one book, and the reason why I'm whispering is just because it's just like really late here and I don't want to wake anybody up. So if I'm talking, you know, low and stuff, it's because I'm really tired too, but it's also because I have to get this video done. So, this one is a series by Debbie Macomber. I never know how you say her last name. And it's the Blossom Street series. At least that's what I call it. And I think there's like 5 or 6 books in the series. And this is basically, it's called Summer on Blossom Street, and it takes place about this woman who owns this yarn shop. Most of them are like exactly the same, where it's about she owns a knitting shop, and she does these knitting classes, and then her and all the girls that take her, or all the women who take her class, have problems that they work through out in the book. And the one, it's about constant character. Her name is Alex. She's trying to quit smoking so she could have a baby with her husband that has been in, I think, all of the Blossom Street ones. And then there's Phoebe. She's trying to get over her ex, so she takes up knitting. And then there's, I forget what the guy's name is. Oh, Brian. He is trying to help lower his cholesterol and his blood pressure from this. And there's another woman in here too. But yeah. So, let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And by the way, I always put in the description all the books that are in my book review video. Sometimes I do forget, but I do link them, or not link them, I just put them in the description. They might not be in the same order that I do in this video, but I do put them in the description. So if you didn't get to see the book or whatever, or you want to go see it, I always put them down in the description. So this one goes with the theme that I was trying to do for this video. This is the second novel in the Hudson series by V.C. Andrews. And I'm just reading them like one every book review video because I don't I read so many of her book series before that I just want to take it slow. So I'm only reading them one or every other one for this. This is the second one in the series. This is called Lightning Strikes. This is what it looks like. It's a really shiny cover. This is what it looks like. And it's about this girl named Rain, who she goes to England, London, to pursue her acting at one of the best acting schools in England. And at the end of the book, her grandmother dies, and she goes back to the States, and she figures out that she's left with all this money, and a lot of people don't want her to have it and stuff like that. So you have to read it. It's really good. This one, I have to say, has some really weird stuff in it. But yeah. So this book goes along with the English theme too. It was about Uncle Elizabeth II, the Queen of England's uncle. And it was, if you don't know, he married a commoner when he became king, and then he wasn't king anymore. He had to abdicate, and Elizabeth II's dad was king. So anyway, this is about her. And when my mom got me this book at a book sale, and I thought it was gonna be like a real biography about her life, but it wasn't. It ended up being like a novel more so than a biography. So it's by Rebecca Dean, and it's called The Shadow Queen, a novel of Wallis Simpson, Duchess of Windsor. This is what it looks like. This book did get beaten up because I took it to work with me, and it rained, and it got pretty wet. And it's still wet, even though it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I read it. So yeah, it looks pretty damaged. But I really didn't like it because I thought that it was going to be more of a biography, and it wasn't. And it didn't even get into, at the end, it didn't even get into her actually marrying the Duke of Windsor. It didn't. And I ended with her starting to have her, like, fling with him or something. So the last book I have for the theme of England, it's called, I got this at a book sale too. All these books, the Blossom Street one I got at Walmart. And the rest of them, the last two I'm going to show you are both Harlequin books that you can get at Walmart. But the rest of them came from, like I said, the book sale or something. And this is called While We Were Watching Downton Abbey. It's by Wendy Wax, and this is what it looks like. And what this basically is about, it's about, if you don't know what Downton Abbey is, Downton Abbey was a show on PBS that dealt with like the Edwardian England time period. And it took place in England, and it was basically kind of like a soap opera, but in the Edwardian England style. It was a really good show. I love that show. Me and my mom always watched it until they got rid of it. And this one, what this book basically is about, it's about these women who all live in the same apartment building. And they all come together because the doorman or something, the concierge or something of the hotel is English. And he knows about Downton Abbey and stuff like that. And he does these viewing parties while they watch Downton Abbey. Excuse me. And that's how they all come together, and it's basically the kind of books that I like to read about, where it's about women who have, like, a couple different women who have all these different problems, and then at the end they all come together to help each other through their problems. That's basically the kind of books that I like right now at this moment. So, the next one I'm gonna show you, it was kind of, in the beginning, it was kind of okay, but I really didn't like it. I didn't read the last, 2 chapters of it because I couldn't get through it. And my mom got this for me at a book sale, and it was, what happened was with these books, some of the books that she got for me at the book sale are good, but the 2 that I showed you weren't, and it was just because, I couldn't go with her because I was working. So she got me, random books. And this one's called Almost Amish, One Woman's Quest for a Slower, Simpler, and Sustainable Life by Nancy Sleeth. And this is what it looks like. And what this book is basically about, in kind of like a nutshell, is about this woman and her husband and her kids decide that they are going to live a sustainable life. So what it means is they don't watch TV, they don't spend time on the computer, on their phones a lot, they don't shop in department stores to get clothes, they do it in consignment stores, they have their own vegetable garden, and stuff like that. And what it's basically about is about, each chapter is divided into 10 different parts of the Amish lifestyle. And what happens is Amish and Mennonites, and stuff like that. And it's about, each chapter is about one thing that is like, a way in their life, which is like religion, family, house, stuff like that. And it's basically about how she goes into like a little story, and then it gets into how the Amish deal with that specific topic, and then it goes into the almost Amish way, which is her way, her family's way of doing that specific topic too. And it got really boring to me, like, I just really didn't like it. I mean, the chapters were really long in it. So, this one is a Harlequin book that I got at Walmart. Well, my mom got these 2 books for me at Walmart. I like Harlequin books a little bit. It just depends on things. I don't know. But this is a love-inspired historical one, and it's called The Bride's Matchmaking Triplets by Regina Scott. I was going to say Regina Scott. And the series is called Lone Star Cowboy League. And this is what it looks like. It's basically about this ex-nanny, ex-governess who takes care of these 3 orphan babies, and they are in Texas. And she basically starts a relationship with the pastor. And the women in this Lone Star Cowboy League really don't like her because of things that happened in her past and stuff. So, yeah, and then towards the end, they try to adopt the triplets and stuff. Now, this one I really didn't finish because I really didn't like it. It's a Harlequin book. It's a love-inspired. It's called The Twins Family Wish. It's by Lois Richer. This is what it looks like. Now, this one I really didn't like. I just really didn't like it. And it's basically about this kindergarten teacher / daycare worker who falls in love with a guy who's the uncle to his niece and his nephew, because his sister, their mom, the twins' mom, died. And I don't know I forget, they said what happened to their dad, but I forget. And so, of course, they were gonna fall in love with each other and stuff like that. So, that was my book review video on 7 books. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you.